I met the vlogbrothers. I met John anyway, and as I was saying earlier, I wanted to talk to him more, and I just have this thought, in the back of my head that I'll start talking to him. I'll start talking about like my various ideas. Some ideas for books, by the way. Which maybe I should have a little more courage and pursue a little more directly. I don't know. That is an ongoing debate with me of how exactly one writes a book, etc. Particularly when I have many ideas going at once and entirely different stories. I had this, unlikely thing in the back of my head that maybe, I'll talk to him and we'll get talking and, he'll be interested in this stuff and then maybe, I don't know, he could, like, mention my existence to somebody. And that would be enough, That would be like your break. That's like, on YouTube, particularly, you wait for being featured. You get featured and then, boom, if you've got interesting stuff, you'll have a lot of people watching you all of a sudden. Again, I hesitate. You shouldn't be envious. You shouldn't seek popularity for its own sake. There's another dream of mine, related, which is that well, first off, that I could live off of just my creativity, of doing what I love, my dreams and such. And particularly, if I could do what I love and give it away for free, like the people at Homestar Runner do, for instance, and then they make their money, off of just merchandise sales, They sell DVDs of the stuff that's already free on the internet, plus like a couple of extras. But people still buy it because they like the stuff so much. Or even more to the point, the guy made Spybot Search and Destroy, right? His program is entirely free, and you can donate. And it's entirely free. There's no special, like, if you donate, like, you get, like, better support or something. No, frick no. It's, if you like my stuff, and you have money lying around, you have to meet both of those conditions, please, send me whatever you think is whatever I deserve, whatever is proper and right and such. I have a donate link on my website, my very crappy website. I have to get around to updating that. I really do. I call myself a geek and I have the worst website ever. But there's a working donate link, and this one time, I made a video about this. It was called My First Donation. A guy gave me $15 because he really liked a video I did about Batman. It was great. And I was thinking in the back of my head that you imagine if someday, like the guy that made Spybot, I could live off of that. Not in the sense of, people giving me money for no reason. I mean, the idea is with a donation is that someone has independently verified or independently come to the conclusion that I deserve some small amount of money. And if I, get that from a lot of people, I could live off of that. That'd be amazing. That'd be great for me. I could do what I love. It'd be great for other people. They get apparently something that's worth something to them. This is sort of tied in with being popular. Unless some very wealthy person happens to donate a lot of money. Again, I hesitate. There's some dark waters in here, reasonably dark. I'm just trying to be popular for no reason. I mean, like, I'm not, at least not consciously, edited, my opinions, or my presence, or my anything. I forget to, like, a video of my bathrobe. I'll say whatever, I happen to believe to be true. And hopefully that truth is based on real truth. Or, hopefully that belief is based on actual truth. And such. And hopefully that's worth something to somebody, and such. And hopefully these vlogbrothers, They just made a video each day. And about 7 months into it, caught on. What am I saying, huh? It's tricky. My feelings shift even as I speak. interpret this in a slightly cynical fashion, it becomes, so Sonic Sons is saying, where's my piece of the pie? Yeah, where's my due? Come on. I've made cool stuff. More people should like me. Interpret this on the slightly less cynical side. Sonic Sons is saying, alright, what can I do better? That's what I said earlier, didn't I? The vlogbrothers, how do you do it? There's a book, actually, that I mentioned recently. The vlogbrothers themselves mentioned recently. It was, YouTube, climbing the charts. And I was like, oh, maybe I should get that book. I feel kind of weird about that, though. I don't know. It's like I'm striving for sort of an ideal. You just put this stuff up there, and people will come. And so far, 221 people have come and subscribed. And, whatever. Even subscriber count isn't necessarily, what you should judge by. I suppose comment count is slightly better, because it's someone watched it and was engaged enough to write a comment. A subscriber might subscribe and then never actually watch the stuff. Or watch but not really care. So I had this book up, and I was like, oh, I don't feel bad about, finding advice on the subject. I don't know, I feel like there might be some aspect of selling out hidden in there. Like, do a video about blah blah blah, that's really popular right now. Like, well, what if I don't want to? So, the reason I haven't bought that book yet is the same hesitant feelings I've had this whole time during this video. I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like I'm going to follow down this sort of road of seeing the vlogbrothers or with Wong Fu, a great thing. Just doing something that I love, and you find that other people love it, and that works out great for everybody. That's a pretty reasonable dream, isn't it? Even if it may be hard to accomplish, it's reasonable in the sense of that's a good thing to aim for, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Trying to maintain some semblance of ethics along the way. Which gives me these hesitant things of even talking about it. I'm like, should I talk about this? I sort of wonder, I made some comment on my own channel, actually, and it was... Oh, what did I say exactly? Heck, maybe I can go find out while I'm watching, or while I'm recording a video. Great things with vlogs is these random little things that work out. Yeah, that's right. When I had exactly 333 videos, and I wrote, quote, "Hey look, I've got exactly 333 videos, which incidentally is much higher than my number of subscribers, ... Huh, smiley face." I put the smiley face in there to just be like, whatever. I mean, it really isn't like the end of all things or some such. But I do have to admit some sort of questioning of myself to go, okay, so I'm getting like, what? Two-thirds of a subscriber per video? Or something?